Hey, good morning everyone. Friday morning, the 7th of August 2020. This morning's devotional has a look at two scripture verses. The first coming from Deuteronomy chapter 6, reading from verse 6 and 7, and then the third book of John, verse 4. Deuteronomy reads, "These commandments that I give you today are to be upon your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk about them when you sit at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you get up." And then from the third book of John, verse 4, which reads, "I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in the truth." Today we have a look at training or train your child in a way that is godly. Parenting is hard, very hard, and children do not come with instruction manuals. It would be much easier if parents could apply the same principles to each child and get the same result. But we all know that each child is different, and one should also not forget the temperament of the child. The question should be then be asked, what is the way each child should go? First and foremost, it should be in a godly direction. The book of Proverbs points out the foolishness of fools and the wisdom of God. And we have a responsibility as parents to teach our children what matters to God. This does not mean forcing them into a certain set of beliefs or rituals. Rather, it means demonstrating a real faith, one that puts a focus on loving God and loving others. You also have influence as a parent, and children are sponges. They soak up anything, good or bad. Children also mimic the actions of their parents. They learn how to act by seeing how the parents act, and you will have results, either good or bad. Children learn to obey God by obeying their parents. When we were young, our parents represented the authority of God to us. So in a way, they stand in for God for a period of time. We first learn to obey and submit to God by obeying and submitting to our parents. Look at it this way. This relationship is like training wheels in a bicycle. When we learn to ride a bicycle, the training wheels are essential. However, the training wheels were never the point. Learning to ride the bicycle was. So in our relationship to our parents, the goal is not mere obedience. Rather, it should be towards building a healthy and family-honoring relationship. But more importantly, it should be on a trajectory toward God. Family is also the primary mechanism that God uses to grow His kingdom and to grow His people. As parents, it is our duty to teach our children about God. We are in a very influential position, and what we do today will matter in our children's lives tomorrow. Remember that none of this is a guarantee that your efforts will yield the intended results either. The child may lean towards self-sufficiency at an early age in life, but they will still benefit from learning to work with others if they want to thrive. The child might be highly creative, but will still have to learn the more dull and tedious basics of life. My dear friends, as we continue with this tomorrow, my prayer is that may we train our children in a godly way. And may God be with you, may He bless you, may He cause His face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.